Hello, dear Business Coach Podcast listeners. The following is a short producer's note, memo note recorded on my phone today. And this is a bonus clip. Thought you would be interested to listen to my thoughts today and have a listen, see what you think. You can respond directly, and that is Dear Business Coach Podcast at gmail.com. Looking forward to hearing from you, and I want to know about your work. Today is July 28th. It's Saturday, and I am talking to Claude, the AI assistant, the free version. Claude, CLAUDE.ai. Okay, I've used Claude.ai, the free version, to write some ad copy for my podcast. And I've asked it for some marketing ideas for what kinds of businesses to contact for the Power of Laughter Masterclass with Clayton Fletcher at the Jefferson Center. And today, I am asking Claude to respond to me about an idea that I have. So I'm going to read to you now what I spoke to Claude, and this was my brainstorming idea. Okay, so I said to Claude, and this was just 10 minutes ago, I want to open a fund for $1,000 to start for the purpose of supporting social programs that directly give land ownership to women in Virginia. The purpose of this fund would be to create money for women to own property and build laws that protect property to be owned by women and passed on to other women. Or I want to start with $1,000 investment that is invested for the purpose of putting on financial classes that teach women how to own property and legally protect their property and learn how to protect that property so that it stays in their ownership regardless of marriage or financial status or race. Okay. And then here is what the response says. Your initiative to support women's property ownership and financial education in Virginia is commendable. Both ideas have merit, and I can provide some insights to help you get started. Let's break down each option. Option 1, fund for land ownership. Starting a fund with $1,000 to support land ownership for women in Virginia is an ambitious goal. Here are some steps and considerations. Number 1, legal structure. You'll need to decide on a legal structure for your fund. Example, nonprofit, trust, or foundation. Number 2, research. Investigate existing programs and laws in Virginia related to women's property ownership. Number 3, partnerships. Consider partnering with existing organizations that focus on women's rights or property ownership. Number 4, fundraising. $1,000 is a good start, but you'll likely need to develop a fundraising strategy to grow the fund. Number 5, program development. Create criteria for how the fund will select beneficiaries and distribute resources. Okay. Option 2, financial education classes. Using $1,000 to start financial education classes for women on property ownership and protection could be more immediately actionable. Number 1, curriculum development. Create a curriculum focusing on property ownership, legal protections, and financial management. Number 2, venue. Find low-cost or free venues to host classes like libraries, community centers. Number 3, marketing. Use social media and community networks to promote your classes. Okay, so I apologize for the noise. My neighbors were pulling out of their driveway. So option 2, financial education classes. Using $1,000 to start financial education classes for women on property ownership and protection could be more immediately actionable. Number 1, curriculum development. Create a curriculum focusing on property ownership, legal protections, and financial management. Number 2, venue. Find low-cost or free venues to host classes, libraries, community centers. Number 3, marketing. Use social media and community networks to promote your classes. Number 4, partnerships. Collaborate with local real estate agents, lawyers, or financial advisors who might volunteer their expertise. Number 5, online resources. Develop online resources to supplement in-person classes and reach a wider audience. Okay, so those were the two options the two responses with 5 bullet point steps suggestions. Now, the next section says, given your starting budget of $1,000, the second option, financial education classes, might be more feasible to begin with. It allows you to start making an impact immediately while building a foundation for future expansion. To get started, I'd recommend number 1, researching local laws and regulations regarding property ownership in Virginia. Number 2, creating a detailed budget for your initial classes. Number 3, developing a basic curriculum outline. Number 4, reaching out to potential partners or volunteer experts. Would you like me to elaborate on any of these points or provide more specific guidance on getting started with the financial education classes? All right, so that's it. That's what I got from Claude.io today, free version. So this recording, it looks like it's a 5-minute recording. I'm considering releasing this on as a bonus, little bonus short baby episode on the podcast, on the Dear Business Coach podcast, and just see if it gets any hits, and maybe use it as an excuse to talk to a few folks who might have some insight. So if you're listening to this and you would like to share some of your knowledge and expertise about either creating a fund for land ownership, focusing on women in Virginia, or financial education classes, please get in touch with me. This has been a mini bonus episode with me, your host, Elizabeth Walker, on the Dear Business Coach podcast and Walker Consulting Works. You can reach me directly at dearbusinesscoachpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you so much for listening. Talk to you soon.